Karim Bursin with his longtime friend? Everyone thought it was Selin. Is Karim Bursin dating his lifelong friend? Everyone thought it was Selin, but the truth is completely different. Welcome to Whispers of Turkish Stars. Before we dive into today's deep dive, make sure you're subscribed and supporting the channel, friends. In the ever-spinning carousel of celebrity chatter, a whisper can turn into a storm in seconds. But sometimes the storm clears to reveal a truth no one expected. Lately, a rumor has ricocheted through social media that hasn't just nudged Barış Baktaş's love life into the spotlight, it's tilted the entire balance of the gossip scene. For days, timelines were convinced they had the answer: Barış Baktaş, linked to a glamorous social media figure. Same cities, identical hours, suspiciously similar backdrops, the kind of coincidences online detectives feast on. But while everyone scribbled those headlines, a different name began humming behind the curtain. A name that's been close to him for years, a presence always described as solid, loyal, unshakable. A woman who never used to be mentioned alongside the word love, but who, with a few subtle moves, managed to flip the script entirely: Yağmur Yüksel. The question that refuses to dissolve is simple yet explosive. Is what we've been seeing just a steadfast friendship, or the quietly budding beginning of a love story hiding in plain sight? Why did the theory about the mysterious influencer collapse? Why has there been no emphatic denial from Barış? Why does the silence feel like a statement of its own? Tonight, we peel back the layers, the posts that lined up a little too neatly, the timing that can't simply be chalked up to fate, the secrecy that grows louder by the day, and the delicate shift in Barış Baktaş's private world that has everyone talking. If you're thinking there's a hidden chapter no one has read yet, stay until the end, because what we're tracing here isn't just noise, it's a pattern. Let's start with the pivot that shook the feed. One moment, the talk of the town was the supposed romance between Barış and a well-known online personality. The next, a far more riveting story took over, that his heart has been quietly beating for someone he's trusted for years, his confidant, his constant, Yağmur Yüksel. This wasn't idle speculation thrown into the wind. When you stitch together the subtle social media echo, the unguarded remarks from friends of friends, the synchronized silences, and the uncanny timing, the picture that emerges is one designed to be remembered. How did the initial rumor fizzle so fast? It all began when Barış and that popular content creator started posting from what looked like identical locations. The same coastline, the same cafe, the same evening light. Sleuths circled the frames, magnified reflections in window glass, and announced a brand new love. Headlines bloomed. Videos multiplied. Scripts were drafted. But within days, the tone changed. People allegedly close to Barış insisted there was nothing romantic there. Whispered snippets suggested that the influencer herself had told trusted friends that he was nothing more than an acquaintance. And just when that narrative began to unwind, the real shock rolled in. Could a years-long friendship have shifted into something deeper? Those who've watched Barış and Yağmur move through the industry together know how often they're seen orbiting the same spaces, slipping into the same events, sharing similar captions with overlapping soundtracks. It wasn't one photograph or a single sighting. It was the accumulation of tiny moments. The last-minute appearance at a mutual friend's gathering, the matching late-night playlists, the simultaneous fresh start energy both were channeling. And yes, there's also the fact that Yağmur recently framed her life as a new chapter, an open window, a clear sky, a steady breath. That alone poured fuel on the conversation. Now, anyone who follows Yağmur knows she isn't shy online. She's poised and visible, and she has a community that pays attention. Her recent posts have pulsed with language about freedom, joy that feels unforced, and a softness that looks earned. That, too, didn't go unnoticed by the tabloids. The whispers behind the scenes sound almost rehearsed at this point. They've known each other for years. They're there for each other when things turn hard. Whatever is happening didn't materialize overnight. That refrain is everywhere. So is it coincidence or choreography? The most persistent rumor in the entertainment circles is that during a particularly rough patch for Yağmur, Barış was present and unwavering. Not in a headline-grabbing way, but in the quiet gestures that actually matter: calls answered, dinners delivered, shoulders offered. According to those who claim to know, that gentle constancy nudged their bond into new territory. Whether that shift has been spoken aloud between them or simply felt, that's where the mystery deepens. Then there are the breadcrumbs, the type only social media can leave. Barış, who hasn't shared a romantic post in ages, is consistently quick to like and sometimes comment on Yağmur's updates. They're photographed with the same friend group again and again, though rarely in the same frame, as if to signal they're together without actually allowing the snapshot that would spark a frenzy. Is that intentional camouflage? Or the natural caution of two people protecting something fragile? Why the hush? Those who know Barış's public persona know he has grown protective of his private life. You can't blame him, past experiences with relentless coverage leave marks. He said, in his own way, that he's drawn these days to people who genuinely understand him, people who feed the soul instead of the spotlight. On the other side, if Yağmur truly is embracing a clean slate, it makes sense she'd step carefully, telling close friends she wants to find her footing before putting labels on anything. Healing first, clarity second, then conversation with the world. The reaction across the celebrity echo chamber has split in two. One side insists the relationship has already started and is being deliberately tucked away until it can stand on its own. The other argues that the public is misreading a deep friendship through a romantic lens because we're conditioned to pair every man and woman we see together. But even with the disagreement, there's an unusual consensus. This is the most compelling storyline tied to Barış Baktaş in years, precisely because its foundation is history and trust, not flash-in-the-pan attraction. And so we arrive at the quiet that speaks volumes. Neither Barış nor Yağmur has rushed to deny anything outright. In the sphere of celebrity, silence can be strategic, thoughtful, or simply compassionate. If there's truly nothing there, why not cut the cord with a single sentence? That question keeps returning, voiced in comment sections and murmured in DMs. The absence of a firm denial becomes, in its own way, a breadcrumb too. If what people are whispering is true, then this isn't a tabloid fling, it's a slow-bloom romance rooted in camaraderie, soldiered through with trust, wrapped in understanding. Perhaps that's why there's no hurry to make fireworks. Perhaps what they're nurturing doesn't want applause yet, only air and time. You can feel that restraint in both of them, in the shift of their captions, in the peace on their faces during casual sightings, in the choice to let 1,000 little signs tell a story instead of one big photograph. Where does that leave us? With the story still unfolding. Industry sources hint at a moment on the horizon. An unexpected picture, a joint appearance that doesn't hide, a small gesture that reads like confirmation. Will it come next week, next month, or not at all? No one can say. But there's a sense in the air that the truth is less a secret than a decision waiting to be made public. For now, what's clear is this: the chapter about that supposed influencer has closed, and the chapter with Yağmur Yüksel has been opened by the very people who never planned to say a word. And yet, even here, even now, we can't pretend the conversation is finished. The most powerful line in celebrity storytelling is often the one that isn't spoken. Neither Barış nor Yağmur has placed a definitive period at the end of this sentence. They haven't needed to. Their choices, to stay near, to move quietly, to protect the softest parts, suggest that whatever they are, they'd prefer to be sure of it before handing it to an audience. So tell us. Do you believe this is the romance we've all been sensing between the lines? Do you think the first rumor was a mirage born of angles and timing, or a convenient misread that kept prying eyes looking in the wrong direction? Do you think their bond started fresh this season, or has it been gently tucked away for far longer than anyone imagined? Drop your thoughts in the comments. You know we read them, and you know we'll be here when the next detail slips into view. If there's a new development, a candid photo, or a casual acknowledgement that turns the whisper into a statement, we'll bring it to you first, right here on Whispers of Turkish Stars. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and tap the notifications. In the world we cover, the truth rarely shouts. It lingers in the pauses, it hides between captions, it slips into the background of a friend's snapshot. Until next time, thank you for watching, take care of yourselves, and stay tuned. See you in the next video. Goodbye. Happy New Year.